So we're doing some trail riding up mountains, and if you notice, right side, the wheels are all kicked out. Going up this trail and hit square on right into a rut, going about 15 miles an hour, and car bounced over it, but I noticed when I was looking back in the mirror that his car was kind of riding with a pretty big rake in it. Okay, and in the rear, bam, well there's your problem. So that just completely cracked off, broke off. And this trailing arm bent pretty good. Both have this tab here. On this rear trailing arm, I think it's kind of a poor design how they have this main hub bracket. It's just a flat piece of metal, and what happened was this bent in, and when that bends in, it forces this to go with it, and this is supporting all the force, and that's what broke. So this piece, 160 bucks, so not cheap, and you can't really fix it. It's a cast aluminum part. This is just steel. You can always bend or weld or do whatever you want with it. But I was gonna put a kind of a flat stock out through here and weld this on. So it's more of a kind of an angle iron here. So take a lot more bend force, and it all want to bend as a whole, potentially saving this. You know, if you're gonna hit something that hard to bend it when it's reinforced, something's got to break anyway. I'm gonna put a wheel spacer on there, and that will just put even more leverage. You know, if you hit a rock, or if you hit a rut, or if you hit a rut, or even a pothole, that force of that tire wanting to kick back is always gonna be right here on this joint here. So I want to strengthen it up just a little bit. So I cut out some gussets. They're just kind of balancing on there right now, but that's essentially how it's going to look. So I'll show you what I did here to strengthen up the flange that connects to the bearing hub housing. So I basically put this, boxed it in, a little triangle here, and then this piece of flat stock here, and welded it on. Kind of making it more like an angle iron or a C-channel. So it'll take a lot more force to bend that there compared to this one that bent. And I also put a little gusset here on the bend just to strengthen that a little more. I'm going to put wheel spacers on here. It's just going to put more force on this bend right here. That's a factory bend. That's in the trailing arm. So it just gives a little more strength. That bend. They already added some stiffener plates on each side, but I thought adding this little triangle, it's about 2.5 inches long, along there, just to strengthen that even more, would be helpful. This is the stock without it. So those are the enhancements I did to the trailing arm on both the left and right. We're going to get these installed, and it should be good to go.